We might in 10 years call this guy a GOAT, but in this list, he'll always be number two. Let's talk about it.
With the 10th pick in the 2017 NFL Draft, the Kansas City Chiefs select Patrick Mahomes, the second quarterback.
Yo, what's going on? It's Keith from Black Quarterback Series, and then number two of my greatest black quarterbacks to ever do it is Patrick Mahomes. I know there's going to be some blah, blah, blah about Pat being this high, but if you don't hear me explain as to why, here's the number where I actually go into his numbers and all the stuff. So if you want to skip all this, it's right here. So let's get the elephant out the room. Pat Mahomes, white mom, black father, played baseball. That makes him a black man. You know what I mean? I know we don't like that. I know him and Russ are kind of like that corny man that we don't really acknowledge as brothers, but he's still one of us. He's still gonna be categorized as so, just like I did Russ. So let's get into it. So this video probably will be called something along the lines "Goat in Training" or "Next Up Goat" or something like that. But it didn't always start like that. Patrick Mahomes was 13 and 19 in college, and he also played in a conference, in a division of the conference where they put up big numbers, right? He has 22 FBS records. His best game was his freshman year in the loss against Baylor. He was 30 for 56, 598 yards, and 6 touchdowns. Really, really big game. They lost. And watching his college tape and watching his year one tape and watching his first playoff tape and watching his Super Bowl, watching all and living most of it, he has developed quite a bit. Shout out to the guys through the wire if you guys don't watch basketball. But they were talking about their Bears fans. They're from Chicago. And so the light-skinned dude, Pierre, he was talking about that he wouldn't be the same if he'd have got drafted to the Bears. And I agree, because Patrick Mahomes is not Patrick Mahomes without Andy Reid. Now do I think he could go anywhere and be successful? Of course. But the year he sat behind Check Down Alex and the year he had with Andy Reid while he was in the lab, I think that really made him what he is today. I don't think he would have been this guy unless he had that year and that time to soak up the knowledge and learn and reconfigure his passing and all those types of things. His numbers in college, they're decent, but even then it was college, and Pat always had the big arm. 63.5 completion percentage, 11,252 passing yards, 93 touchdowns, 29 interceptions. I got on my notes, he was not Patrick Mahomes like young. I just explained as to why, like, the arm was there, but he wasn't as tactile as he is now. He was always a killer. Don't get me wrong. He was always an assassin. But technically, he wasn't there yet. So, like I said, he played in the Big 12. They don't play no offense, really. No offense at all. So, Andy Reid saw it and was like, okay, I could take that and mold it into what I want to mold it into. So the Kansas City Chiefs traded the 27th pick and the 91st pick in the 2018 draft, and they deal with the Bills to get the 10th pick to move up in the 2018 draft. He was drafted in the same draft as Josh Dobbs, Mitchell Trubisky, Deshaun Watson, and others. I'll put the others on the screen. So Mahomes' first start was December 27th of his rookie year. So his first start was December 27th of his rookie season. They were just getting him prepared for what was to come. He never played after that until year two. So he was 22 for 35, 285 yards and an interception. He wasn't ready, but you could see the talent there. Pat has always been talented. He played baseball. His dad was a baseball player, as I said earlier. So he had the talent. He just was not refined yet. So we fast forward all the way the next year, his first playoff game against the Colts in 2019. He was 27 for 41, 278 yards, um, a touchdown rush. And at this point, you could tell he was the guy. And the whole league knew he was the guy at this point. He was an MVP. His offense was crazy. And as I can say, the rest is history. So as we sit right now, going into, I think this will be, what, 6th, 7th season? As we stand right now, going into the 2023 season, he's a 2-time Super Bowl MVP, 2-time Super Bowl winner, 3-time All-Pro, 5-time Pro Bowler, all before the age of 28. And a lot of his success is predicated on Andy Reid. I would give Andy Reid 50% of the credit, and I would give Pat 50% of the credit. Because I think if he goes somewhere else, he doesn't become this. But I think he's decent. I think he's still decent wherever he goes. So we're going to go off the paper. We're going to go right off the paper. That's really all I got is like numbers and things. And I'll just tell you my personal opinion about Pat. He has the chance to go down as one of the greatest athletes to ever do it. He's on that Brady trajectory. I think if Pat could get to 4 Super Bowls, I think that's enough for him to be considered the GOAT over Tom Brady. Because he's already more talented than Brady. He's already more athletically gifted than Brady. Like, there are things that he does that Brady couldn't dream of doing. He has the size. He has the running ability. Like, it's like giving Cam Brady's accuracy. Now, he's not as big as Cam, but he don't need to be. He's very effective. He don't run like Lamar, but he's effective. So I think he has a serious chance to be one of the greatest athletes ever. Now, we don't say that about Tom because Tom couldn't play no other sport. He couldn't play no other sport. He ran an ugly 40. I don't think Tom could play another sport. But we've seen that Pat could play another sport. Pat played baseball. So obviously he's skilled at another sport. So Patrick Mahomes is number 2 on my greatest quarterbacks list. And stay tuned, guys, for number 1. I think everybody knows who's number 1. Leave in the comments who y'all think is number 1. I think we all know who's number 1. If you haven't watched the other 8 of this series, I'm gonna leave the link to all that up top, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.